Welcome everyone! We are the Grin Brothers, and let's introduce you to our two beloved pets.
Nipples and yeah, close enough.
I'm not. Is that even is the former even allowed to be said?
It's no different to saying is it?
Well, no. This is
So yeah, it's both. They basically mean the same thing.
okay. And we got and the plants are starting to grow out.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are
Basically, he was named as such because his egg looks like it has a. He is named as such because he's got a row of nipples.
apparently he's like some sort of person you have to actually cuddle with and give commands to,
which is why they'll stay in there forever.
Yeah, you know, honestly, not as cute as Reginald. So. I mean, it's an unfair comparison, but sorry, Nipples, you can't just match up with Reginald here. And Reffy's been doing a few other things around.
Trying to regain the will to live. It's not gone very well. This is our prawn soup.
Well, having uploaded our video on the our disgusting, disturbing prawn soup.
That's not how you climb a ladder.
After I did actually upload the Forgotten Anne episode to Minnie to Blair today, and of course there was the whole theory of the clothing in it in the Forgotten Realm is powered via people's lost will to live.
Yeah.
So your will to live has brought to life socks. And there's also the Seamoth. Is the Seamoth back in?
Seamoth's in the Cyclops.
Oh yeah, you're gonna show off our little attachment we got here because we didn't show that off either, did we?
What attachment?
That literally the arm.
The drill.
Did we not show off? Did we show off
We've used
the
a drill.
Did we show off the drill last time? Huh?
I don't know. We have a drill arm. I feel like we've used it on screen.
Isn't the Seamoth in there?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Sorry, I thought you were about to try and load it on.
I've got like 10 different things that I have to try and do.
Yeah, we'll once again we'll be cutting this up as we have with previous episodes. I mean, this also kind of functions as an audio test nowadays, so I'm hoping this actually works. I'm sure Raphael can think of something humorous to do if the audio cuts out.
Yeah. It wasn't meant to sound quite so exasperated.
Yes, our man continues to live off nothing but with seeds.
He once had joy in his life. Now he has chronic diarrhea.
And here we are, lovely, pleasant looking. What?
Nothing happened. See, actually, it's kind of nice on the inside.
Oh god, nothing seems to have hit the ship.
No, that was me opening the door.
Okay.
To try and board the Seamoth. We'll get a proper look at it when it's
when you've put in
docked it in.
Probably should have put the dock a little bit further away. It's a little bit annoying, being right next to the platform.
Yep. But I had to make sure it was connected.
Okay.
To make sure it got power supply, because I couldn't be bothered to stick.
And there's our lovely, pleasant-coloured Seamoth. Actually looks a little bit better in this light.
Yep. That's a shame. It shouldn't. Yeah, basically, I've been gathering supplies.
Which includes plenty of lead.
Yeah, I did actually get some lead. Yeah, I'm not going to take all the field.
Yeah, I would say you didn't do all of it.
Take some gel sacks for growing purposes.
It's funny, they seem to have meant... I ended up on the subject of... because I was looking for the names of the cave crawlers for tagging the other day. So somehow I ended up in the aerogel thing, and they were commenting about, not much point, consuming aerogel because of how little water they give. It's like we've actually done a surprising amount of eating gel sacks. We've done a surprising amount of just consuming the gel sacks rather than using them for their crafting purposes.
To be fair, they're not wrong. They are a terrible food source.
And Rafi's got a bit of sorting out here to do, but he's also got one other key thing to show off before we whoosh away until more important stuff, which should probably be, unless, we have vision or something, it should be when we reach life pod 2. I believe that's our next main objective. We're finally, for once, actually low on power.
Oh, no, I've been having power issues for a while.
Okay. So you think we need to build, another solar panel on top of this?
I think I did.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we've got 725. I also gathered... I've planted a new type of plant on our outdoor seabed, which I think provides more power.
Okay.
Which is like a jelly shroom.
We only needed 3 metal scraps for salvages for the stalker plan, didn't we?
Yeah, but I've got a bunch of titanium.
Okay. I mean, it's the easiest thing to find, so... it's kind of weird, given how many of, you find the sort of scraps of, the various, parts, damaged laser current, and the laser currents all are made of more stuff than just titanium, yet you only get titanium from it. You'd think that you'd at least get a chance to get some of the other materials from it rather than just titanium.
I should have probably...
if a device required copper wire, you'd think you'd be able to, if not the wiring for it, at least get the copper.
I should have probably looked up some of the... stuff that we'll need... The materials I need for some of the stuff we need to build, because I can never bloody remember. For now, let's use...
Well, just before you get on to the one other thing we've got left to show off before we whoosh away, I think you may have seen it already. I've not got a picture to you, but you may have heard of it already because you follow, was it Dr. Lava?
Yes.
But he did a episode of Did You Know Gaming recently, when he revealed something different to what we originally knew about the American translation of Pokemon.
I have
originally,
seen this.
The people's description of what happened in the meeting was the American Nintendo of America said when they saw the Pokemon design, said this probably isn't going to sell very well. Originally, they said with their pitch, or what people had heard from their pitch, was that it'd be better if they were more muscular, and so designed a muscular Pikachu sort of
Buffchu.
Yeah, which ended up with Pika Hulkmon existing.
Yeah.
I guess some people call it Buffchu. I always heard it as Pika Hulkmon.
I always know it as Buffchu. Or Pika Buff.
But now there's apparently been a different variation of this story as revealed from Dr. Lava, where instead their pitch for making Pikachu popular was instead redesigning Pikachu as a big-chested tiger girl with a Pikachu tail?
Yep, that sounds about right. Is this like titanium?
Was someone just a fan of Thundercats at the time, or?
Probably. Liam, it's...
honestly, it's weird. They, as weird as it is, the muscular thing, I think, makes more sense for thinking back in, the 90s for, children's video games. I'm thinking this would sell well. I don't think even back then I thought furries, straight up furries would have been the best way to pitch it.
I should take the 5.
Unless they were thinking of trying to pitch Pokemon as a competition to Sonic. Maybe they were also part of that strange demographic who eventually became furries from Sally Acorn. But yeah, it was that's a thing now. Thoughts? Or was a thing?
We live in the wrong timeline.
Game Freak could have been able to keep complete creative control if apparently they didn't have creative control of that starting junction.
Well, yeah, they're not... you think the Pokemon Company are going to want to claim that as theirs? No, they got to keep those child-friendly values or something.
I mean, it's kind of funny because nowadays you got, Pokemon is the number 1 in Rule 34.
Yeah.
And, they've, characters like Lopunny are designed for clear intents and purposes.
I honestly actually don't think it would have done as well.
Not initially, no. They had
they gone with those design choices.
Although, as someone said, as a Digimon fan, this just sounds like a standard design to me.
Yeah. Can the lube balls spawn into existence? The seeds, damn.
Yeah. You mean the actual fruit? They look more like fruit than seeds.
What do you think this fruit serves the purpose of? They carry seeds.
Yeah, but you can eat those, can't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can eat the creep vine.
Well, yeah, you can eat the creep vine. We haven't explored
Eat
that.
the whole thing.
You know, if we ever need the because it's easy to make. If we want to arm, was it the sea pod which can have missiles? We can try to grab one of the gasopod things.
Yeah.
Because we do have one just nestling down.
Unwillingly.
Oh, yeah, it kept trying to get into our area.
Where do we get the bottle from?
I don't know.
Was that why you needed? Okay, and the titanium's in the thing.
It's kind of interesting to try and theorize it. I mean, yeah, it's Pokemon. I don't think would have worked well because a lot of people. I mean, heck, nowadays, the common complaint from the Gen 1ers is that the later Pokemon don't look like animals. So the further away they strayed from the animal theming probably wouldn't have helped.
Computer chip.
And I guess people would have found the collecting aspect creepier if they were more humanoid.
Copper wire, gold, and what's the other part for a computer chip?
Table coral.
Hello.
You're gonna have a sense of that,
Oh. Oh
You're
yeah,
not
because we are
yet.
actually recording.
Yes. I mean,
Oops.
it seemed like you're going to be here a while. I thought you were going to head straight over to the...
Well, I said I needed to sort some inventory out.
Yeah. That is why I proposed it the other way round, but...
Yeah, but I don't want to come back here.
Okay, so, fair enough.
Is the point.
I've either disturbed or made you feel sadness and regret. So, Russ put himself in an interesting pickle. He thought he was above the floating island.
I just bloody dropped! Come on, you asshole.
This is generally the most exciting part of the game, which, unfortunately, off-screen, the most entertaining part of the game happened.
Yes, normal human!
Perfectly human Ryley, piloting his perfectly coloured, fashionable robot.
How is he alive?
It is all the colours people like. Lobsters. Humans like lobsters, like Ryley.
Who is me? I am Ryley.
The human who likes lobsters.
Right, so I'm not gonna lie. The knife is significantly more effective. I'll trap them. Or they'll leave.
Yes.
That is,
Disappointing. And now, once again, we can't see a gosh darn thing because it is night and it is dark. And somehow we've got to try to... Well, it's actually kind of funny. I made jokes about this not being a platformer, and now you're basically going to have to attempt a platform in a very awkward and terrible version of Jumping Flash. Or you can just bring Cyclops down.
that's what I'm gonna do. Not that I can see anything.
That's just the general problem of life, really. So, we've been having a weirdly enough entertaining time trying to build a scanner room in order to find rubies, which honestly, we were easily finding rubies everywhere in the process of building a scanner room, which kind of defeats the purpose of needing to build a scanner room. I was about to say you might want to gather that back at quartz because we're going to need it on the Cyclops when we build a base later. You know, for the hatches and all.
Well,
that.
I have some quartz.
Yeah, but
Oh,
given
there's the
you,
Cyclops.
yeah, you used them more up than you were expecting to recently, though. So
That's true.
just figured it would be handy. Now you probably already know of this because oh yes. So here's an example of just how human. This is how human I am. Look at my arms moving in human ways.
Down, lad. Down. Not up.
They are not sausages stuffed in Velcro.
I too get left and right confused.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of...
A normal human!
You know when you get those, there's sort of like little sack things where when you sort of squish on one side, it kind of makes the other balloon up?
I know what you mean. See if this is good enough.
Just like water balloons.
Oh yeah, it's literally already trying to abduct the prawn suit. Come back to me, child! Come on, just... Yep.
This is how you get it in like a normal human.
I have returned to the mothership.
I shall now consume seeds like a normal human.
To be fair, the seeds have clearly just... he is human, it's just the seeds have rotted his mind.
Yeah, but what did it do to his body? Is this what a diet of nothing but seeds do? Oh gosh, this is the effect a Mediterranean diet did. Good thing Dad skipped out on that when the doctors told him to. I still love when the doctor suggested a Mediterranean diet to Dad. Me and Dad had a conversation about that, and we're like, "Oh, well, that's actually a great diet for you, Dad." What? What is that?
The island.
Can you pick any of it up?
That's the wrong button.
Too late now.
That's a shame.
There
we go, that's what I was looking for. The light.
We were commenting oh, that's okay, Dad. I mean, what do they eat? Eat fish and nuts? Just have, fried cod from the fish and chip shop, a Dairy Milk whole nut bar, and you're good to go.
Where was this cave entrance? Why is everything so hard to navigate? Why can't they just give me a goddamn map? Why? Why? Why is it... Just give it to me. Give me a map. I know you've got one, game. You can't keep your secrets from me. Where's this bloody entrance? You assholes want to go?
It's a good thing you don't count bloody as a swear word, because otherwise there would be an awful lot of...
Yeah.
In fact,
look at them!
In fact, you've been quite, vocal and, agitated?
Can you, Liam, I've spent half this goddamn game just riding around picking up the same goddamn item for 12 weeks. And having to deal with these assholes.
Luckily, you can't count lead in those items that you've been picking up constantly. To be fair, this is the most action-packed the game has gotten.
I don't want to kill the entire ecosystem, but I will kill the entire ecosystem. Where is this entrance? Where's it gone?
I will say, these bone things would make a really cool Pokemon. Speaking of a game I plan on purchasing Nexomon, which is going to be an interesting case, because I know absolutely nothing about what most of the Nexomon creatures. So it's going to almost be like if I'm entering Pokemon Red and Blue again, so where I didn't know what the Pokemon were, sort of thing. The only thing I've looked up basically is the starting creatures, which is really cool that you get one of each type at the start that you can choose from. I'm not sure who I'll end up picking. There's a fire type skunk that looks interesting off the top of my head. But yeah,
the cave entrance was around here, wasn't it?
Why do you even need to go in the cave? You built the scanner room on the top.
Yeah, I know, but the scanner's still charging, so... There it is. I need to know where it is, so I can get in it.
Okay, but what's the point of searching it now? You're just going to have to look at it again afterwards.
Well,
really confused.
Well, I needed something to do, didn't I?
There's our scanner room.
Let's see if it's actually got some battery this time.
Like I said, just put the... I thought the power thing was supposed to help, so the sun,
No, what it does is if I've got a power source nearby...
Yeah.
So if I add a solar panel up there, I could build a power extender to drag the power from there down here.
I'd say that at this point you probably need to build a bioreactor, but I really think it's worth it.
No. It's not.
The scanner room has been mostly useless.
Cool. Right, well, that's a shame that we have a scanner room there. Pretty much.
But we won't, because we might as well take it apart.
Yeah, we'll take it apart in a bit. Pretty much all it does is create like a hologram. It's the closest thing to a map in this game, and it kind of sucks if I'm going to be honest.
So now we're just going to grab some rubies, sort some inventory stuff, and then finally go to Life Pod 2.
Yeah.
So, see you there!
And yet somehow...
Unless we attack on the way. See, rubies.
This has been some of the most entertainment we've had this entire game.
And yet, I still want this playthrough to end so badly.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You are going insane. This is huge.
It always has been.
We've not been in this one before.
You should cut some of that coral, by the way. It looked unique.
It's just table coral.
Are you sure it won't be a different kind?
Yeah, I've looked at it before.
Because those aren't cave corals there.
Yeah, it doesn't even give you the option to scan it. It's
just coral shellfly. Okay.
Yeah, it's just coral.
Okay, so fair enough. See you at Life Pod 2 unless we get attacked or something exciting
Unless
happens.
we die.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of you guys.
And so we've gone here to the location. I'm quite impressed. We did encounter the Ghost Leviathan. We saw a warper, but it did nothing. And there was a bone shark that said hello a lot of times.
As per usual, we have managed to completely avoid the real threats. This can only last for so long.
Yeah, we basically have continued a track record of doing nothing that people seem to find exciting about this game. I didn't like that sort of sniffing sound I kept hearing. Oh, the Cyclops depth module. Oh, we can just throw that in straight away, can't we?
Well, I think it gives us the ability to build it.
I thought it was one of those upgrades that you installed.
I always do this.
What?
Park it too high up.
Oh, what's that next to us? Right. There.
Lead.
Lead, goddamn lead.
We do not have inventory space.
What, in...
Because it will go straight into the prawn suit.
Ah, okay. I was about to say, but...
Which is
we'll just quickly grab it off out of the prawn suit quickly.
To be fair...
We are always so desperate for lead, Raph.
No, we don't need it, though.
Ever again?
We use lead for foundations. When was the last time we built a foundation?
Then why have you been so desperate for lead as of late?
Because we used to need the lead for, foundation. But with lithium, you can just reinforce the hull instead.
Okay.
Oh.
What? For a second I thought you just despawned our entire Cyclops.
Yes, same.
So we'll get through, get back to the Cyclops in an uneventful manner and then end the episode.
Better be uneventful. I have to wait for it to...
I think somehow you managed to get even lower down than you did before.
Don't question my many talents. Help if I could...
Sure, I'll question your only talents. Well, it'd be your only talent to that point, wouldn't it?
Help if I could, you know, see.
That would be a good thing.
But this game...
But after all, this game portrays the most realistic deep sea exploration experience.
Being able to see.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think they forgot the most realistic part of all. The fact that we would definitely not be the one sole survivor.
Apparently in the original release, every single life pod had the exact same damage to it. Yeah, well, I guess that's it. I'm gonna eat some seeds.
Yep. Perfectly normal human Ryley surviving off his seeds as humans do.
They contain fluid!
Cheer everyone!
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
For more human Ryley!
Like, comment, and subscribe, because it is the human thing to do! Flat steel,